Welcome to a spot interview of NeverEndingPanel.com. We have special guest tonight, Cody Goodfellow.
That's Corey.
I swear to God, I'm going to sick Arlene on you. Oh, hey, we've got a weapon this time. Cody Goodfellow, who is a hard science fiction and horror author. His latest book is Perfect Union. Before that was Radiant Dawn. He also has an article, is it, in Creepy Magazine?
It's actually a comic book.
A comic book story in Creepy Magazine. And tell us about Perilous Press.
I am the co-editor and publisher at Perilous Press, which is dedicated to putting out new Lovecraftian and Cthulhu mythos fiction. It's a line of books curated by Lovecraft scholar and biographer and editor S.T. Joshi.
You have short stories as well?
We put out collections of short stories. Our first book was a collection of stories by Michael Shea, won the World Fantasy Award twice, called Copping Squid. And our next collection is going to be from Brian Stableford, Britain's most underrated science fiction author. It's going to be called The Womb of Time.
And what website would they be seeing this at?
You can find that at perilouspress.com.
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 Okay, great. I understand you do collaborative writing with John Skip. Why don't you tell us about that collaboration, how that came about, and what you guys do together?
All right. Well, John Skip was one of my heroes growing up. He wrote a lot of books with another author named Craig Spector that redefined what you could do in modern horror novels and redefined how you could manage your image as a horror writer, as a celebrity. And I met him at a convention in 2004, and I gave him a copy of my book. He really liked it. We were friends for a number of years before we actually started working together. But it's like jamming in music. We bounce ideas off of each other, and it becomes this multiplying factor of weirdness. And we've done several amazing novels. We did a horror novel called Jake's Wake that Leisure Books put out. We did a post-apocalyptic black comedy called The Day Before, which is about a film crew that survived the nuclear war that wiped out America by hiding out on Catalina. And 6 months later, they come back to California to try and make a revisionist biopic about the guy who started the war in the ruins. We recently did a piece for IDW Comics. It was a monster mashup piece where we about the island of Dr. Moreau, but the man who washes up onto the island and ends up fomenting a revolution turns out to be Walt Disney.
I'm really liking where this interview is going.
So, yeah, we have a lot of fun.
But what else have you done?
Eitan and I have had the pleasure of paneling with you and John, and so, I guess it must be kind of interesting to go from, collaborative writing into your regular stuff. How do you split the time between the two?
I try to do two with him and then one of my own things, but I'm such a compulsive short story writer that I usually end up getting about 2 projects done in between every project that I do with Skip. And Skip is working on developing a film right now that he's going to be directing, writing, scoring, and appearing in, and so I'm probably going to work on my next novel then, if he provided he gets financing.
And he dumps you mean?
Lets me off the leash for 6 months.
Yay!
So I can get my next novel done, actually.
And Eitan, of course, the question you've been dying to ask Cody Goodfellow.
Yeah, Cody, what do you do when you have a co-host that just keeps on springing these questions on you? Do you kill him with a samurai sword, maybe? And would you happen to have one?
Not a real one. Could you show me how it's done?
Thank you for actually answering my question. Yes, this is the perfect answer. This will do. Could you please cut this from the... Thank you very much.
Cheeseburger, Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh, do it in slow motion. That way we'll
it's
just
it's a plywood extra sword from the movie Heaven and Earth, actually. No! And a fountain of digital blood that looks like red butterflies comes woofing out.
Cool. And we're out. Thank you, Cody, for being on a Never-Ending Panel spot interview with me and Eitan.
Spot interview.
Spot interview with
Spot interview.
Eitan. Nice working with you.
Spot interview.
And we're out.